Hello and welcome back to RailRoads Online. So today we are here. We're going to go through a bit of a growing process, and track expansion is the main goal for today. So we'll turn around and we did get in a little bit of work. A couple of things that we'll just kind of go over as we're cruising out. Figure I'll just grab an industry. We can get a nice overhead view there of the sawmill layout. That's almost done. Still one more track to bring around, but we won't need that for quite a while, so not going in for quite a while. That's going to bring us to our connecting spurs here, and then we just kind of head out this way. Kept it on a nice flat area. Let's see if we can get that to just nope, won't just stay over. See, we can get the depot to be left behind. There we go. So we do get into the bridge crossing down here, which we'll take a little closer look at. But then we got into our siding, or our smelter, start of the smelter valley setup. We're going to run the tri-rails through there. One's going to be for a bypass, one will be up for the mine, and then one down to the smelter. We did kick those all the way back here, so we'll kind of go in. So all the switches for those are going to be way back here, so you won't have anything down in the valley to get caught up with. You'll have the easy section here to, decide where you're going to go down, and then all of your switches will be in here. Did the bridge work through here, which all came out pretty nice. Lined up with some of the stonework in the ground pretty well. Just kind of came out cool. Cleared away the trees, made the valley look decent. Got that going on. So that's all in. Pretty happy with the way that stuff came out. So then from here, I think we're going to kind of go up to the iron mine and probably get in the layout up there. Bring across through here. The road run on the way up there. Obviously, we'll get that in at a later time. But I think we'll go ahead and fly up there and start the industry today. It's kind of what we'll get into. So should be coming upon it here, and there we are. Right, so oops, probably didn't need to let go of that quite as soon there. We're gonna still end up having to run around. All right, go. Now we're up here. Go first things first. Try to grab a facility. Come in, grab the telegraph booth. I always like to drop it up here just because it's super fun. Drop it into the mine from up here. So that's how we do that. There we go. Up here, we are now in the shade a little bit from the mountain. Could speed along the day just to get a little better lighting, but we probably won't. So first things first, let's go and play lumberjack. Get rid of some of these trees we know are just going to be where we don't want them. So that stuff can all go. This stuff can all go. It's time for progress, so see you later, trees. Hello. Everything falling down nice and neat up here. Nothing jumping around crazy. Haven't gone flying. Oh, I already saw some shadow of something flying. There we go. Patented. I swear I would miss it if they ever changed the flying trees from when we cut it down. It's one of the best parts of RailRoads Online. I absolutely love it. Alright, we might as well just get rid of all this stuff out here too. They're flying behind us. Woo! That one went flying by. There we go. Patented. Love it. That's great. We need to make some rooms. First thing we need to do. So Time to bounce some trees, you know? Whoa. Alright, there we go. That should give us a little bit of area to work with. And what we got going on. Alright. Groovy. See if we can get some dock runs going on, stuff like that. Alright, let's get that down. Whoa. Why are you going nuts? Alright, let's do like... Well, either one's gonna be offset one way or the other. I think we'll go that way. We'll drop it in and see what happens. This doesn't have to be actually, oh, it's super close, so let's go that way with it. See how this comes out. Might have to lay this one twice. We'll just have to see. Yeah, probably came out okay. Should be good. Almost a little close, but it's a drop off, so that should be good. And looks like we're good on the coal, so we'll just keep that one for sure. Why not? Alright, then we're gonna do this. Put this. Turn around, let's get some going faster. That is a little sharper than I would like it. So let's just see. I got an idea working in my head. We'll just have to see if it works. One never knows, you know? More trees for some reason. My mouth wants to go down. Whoa. Alright, let's get rid of... We know we can get rid of all of these too, so we might as well just do it. We want them all gone. There we go. Now we got a nice clean shelf. So that'll work. Try to go with 3 tracks, so we're gonna need a couple of switches in here. So let's see how we want to go about this. Let's see if we can pull this off. See if that. And then if we can just do that again. Nope. Yeah, I knew that was going to be way too easy, so. Okay. Let's change this up a little bit. How are we gonna... I guess I'd just as soon keep this part as straight and as flat as possible, though I almost never end up doing it that way, so we'll just have to see how this all gets finessed in here. This never ends up being straight, so... Let's just see what we see. Alright, get this straight. I wish there was just a return it to 0 button. Ooh, that's gonna be too close. Yep, definitely. Way too close. So that's not gonna work. Thing is, I want this to be fairly straight. So maybe rather than worrying about hugging this side so much, let's just see if we can get away with this. Not my favorite, because usually I like to bury that. We're going to end up bringing it down anyway. Okay, so how far? That isn't horrible. If we're going to go straight, that, I guess, is not horrible. And then, instead of doing a switch that way, I wonder if probably still too far this way, and the switch will stick out, look silly, so that's not going to happen. So we'll have to get rid of that yet. Means we still need to do wall, which we're going to have another section in here that I don't really want to have, but I guess I'd rather have that than the wall sticking out. Weird that that has to go up, and now I suppose those go. That's fine. I'm okay with that. Getting a little deep into our switch zone here, though, so we'll have to see if that still works. Whoa, there we go. Classic. That's so cool. Wonder how far we can fly. That's so awesome. I was able to do it the other day too. It was kind of like we were all talking about it, how it just hasn't happened a heck of a lot. That was pretty awesome. I mean, that's a good sized punt from the iron mine to there. So there we go. Nice. Good news is we have the easy way back. So there we go. We'll just hop back. That was awesome. That was a complete point kick. Alright, let's see if we can get back to where we were at. Can we make that turn, or is it going to be too obnoxious? Let's find out. It honestly looks like it's going to be too obnoxious, so probably going to have to change something here. Let's crank that just to see what kind of angle it actually takes to get there. Yeah, see, that's going to be obnoxiously ugly. Let's plug it in and see what we get. That's super steep. So we're just gonna have to do something different. That's gonna have to go. That's gonna have to go. This section is gonna have to go, and then we're gonna have to compromise somewhere in here. Is what we're gonna have to do, because we just can't give up that much ground. So we will put in another little section here. What are we at here? Let's go flat. Get into circle mode there. Oop. Straighten that out. We'll go something like this, because I don't think we can give up a heck of a lot more room. And then whatever happens with the switch happens with the switch. Maybe if we put the stand. I wonder if we can get away with putting a stand on that side. Yeah, that'll work. And it'll keep the ground out of there. There. Alright. Happy with that. It's not setting in. And I'm sure this should now work out okay. So working out a few little bugs in the process, but it's all coming together. We'll just freehand snap that in there. Nice little gradual. We can handle that, and we can definitely live with the rest of that. So, done deal. Now, do we want to go? We're going to need the switch to be this way. Question is, do we want to go right or left with it? How is that going to look? We should be able to make that work. So, we'll go with that. Probably come back here. Get rid of a few more of these. Just because these are a little close to rail action. And we get a good view out this way. Oh, wow. There we go. Woo. Laying some track earlier, multiplayer was great because you could always go find where your buddies are at when the trees are flying. The woodchucks off in the distance chucking wood. It's absolutely awesome. It's one of the highlights of laying track multiplayer, I have to say. Very fun. Got a lot of work done. Alright, blah blah blah. I think we'll actually work this angle over here first, and then we'll just kind of bring those back together. See how this goes. Come in here, go back to circle mode. And then we'll obviously need something better here to see how nuts this has to be to clear everything. There, but that's right out on the limit. I think we'll just go somewhere in here. Let's see if we can get that on a good line. Alright, make sure that we're good there. Good, 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 good. I think we'll call that one a win. It's going to be a little bit on the tight curve side, but what it is. That's what the area gives us. So that's what we got to take. Alright, pull that back up. Take you back to 0. Somewhere probably in here. Too high. That means there's a dip somewhere in there. We're going to need groundwork number 2. Just cover over all that. Alright, then I think if we do like that, that should give us what we need. Then we're going to go with a switch left. Switch left. But I think we want that on that side. We'll just have to see how this comes out. Yeah, like that. These are up quite a bit. We'll just have to see how this goes. Again, we want this one. How does that come out? Is everything grounded? No, it's not grounded. Alright, so that means we actually have to go back, get rid of that, get rid of that. And this, well, all good is actually going to have to go down a little bit. We're not going to mess with it in the turn, we'll just get it after the turn. Which that's fine. There, and we'll drop this 1%. See if we can get that a little bit lower to the ground before we set the switches, and then we'll try to do the switches again. So we're going to need these, and we'll drop 2 of those in there. That's not perfectly flat over on that little corner, but you know what, I'm happy with that. I'll call that a win. We'll keep it. We could get lower to the ground. I'm not that worried about being that perfect about it, so it's good enough. It is what that is. Could definitely get the track slightly lower and have it totally grounded. We'll see how it looks as we're coming back up on it. I don't know if it's going to bug me. The only way to do it is to actually start lowering the track back here on this stuff, which we can't do a heck of a lot of. But I think we'll just ride with it and see how it goes from there. Not my favorite switch locations, but not the end of the world either. Okay, and then we'll want this. And I think we'll go ahead. This over here. And somewhere in here should be a decent place to pick up the bridge work. The thing is, do we want to be here? You know what, we're going to be here. This is much more seated to the ground, and I like that. That's going to be our approach, just what it is. And we'll make the rest of it work. We will extend out from there. That'll be the new run down the hill will come somewhere along there. Yes! Yeah, that'll be the plan. Nice shelf along in there to actually work with, so let's get rid of that. We'll get rid of that just for the view. Oh, that means you gotta go too, because you're messing up the whole view thing. There we go. Punches that out. Misty Mountains. Awesome look. Just an absolute awesome look off in the distance. That's so cool. Gotta give the game credit. Looks great. Alright, let's go ahead and lop some of that stuff out of there. We're gonna take that out just because it looks kind of wrong. Okay. Well, ooh, see, that's how you get slung off into the wild. Right there. Alright, now let's see what we can do with these about keeping them actually decent looking, because a lot of the times these are the ones I honestly get very super ugly looking with because they just slap them in there. They're just sidings. Alright, if we were to go straight or somewhere in here, which straight makes sense for now, and then now we'll curve it, try to get it inside of that one. We're still going down. We don't want to go down anymore, that's for sure. Whoop. Where do we go? Yeah, I'll take that for the inside. That's not bad for the middle. We'll keep that one. Probably should, you know what, just finish it. Yeah, just finish it. Finish that line, then we'll try to lay the next layer on top of that and see how it goes. These are probably my least favorites to do. Some of the guys are great at running these parallel with each other through the turns. Probably not my strong suit, if I'm being honest. You know what? I think maybe we can just auto click this and see what we get. I like to lay from point to point and just auto click too much. But okay. Happy with that. See, like normally I would just grab from this point to that point and then just auto-click. Of course, I might even do that just to see what it does, because normally that's like my go-to play. Alright, so that probably, we're going to need at least groundwork too, which is going to cover up probably a bunch on that anyway. Thing is, I do kind of want this to run But it's not going to run parallel with it anyway, no matter what like, it's not really going to run parallel with it. And I can get it pretty close, but it's going to, then the track's never really smooth, because this one shouldn't bend on the same. I don't know. Let's just see what the auto curve gives us. See, that's way too far inside. I don't want it that far inside, so we are going to have to lay it. Not going to work with the auto, because it's just going to totally cut the corner, and that we don't want to do. We do want them to lay somewhat close to each other, so we will go for a more manual version. Which, alright, groundwork 2. Alright, first things first, let's stick it into circle mode. Let's see how exactly this is gonna work. If we could keep, we can go faster than by 1. And then if we just pull that back to somewhere in there. Let's see how does that look. That's about the way we want it. And then, oh, I suppose that one's actually going down. This one we're going to have to be careful, because there's a little bit of a rise across the middle. Now we can switch to groundwork 1 and just curve inside of that one. Let's see where we're at, somewhere in here. Yeah, see, that'll stay. If that would have gone down at all, it'd be in it. Let's see where this comes out. Awfully close. Alright, then we'll just come in just shy so that we don't end up. Yeah, I can handle that. That'll work. With that. And then this will be nice, because we'll just auto snap this. Boom. That's going to function. That's going to function. And that's really pretty close to the look that I was looking for. And everything is in a nice, fairly smooth run across there. Alright, let's go up and take a look at what we have. See if we can get you just to like sit somewhere so you're not in our way. Probably not. You don't want to cooperate. Alright, that'll work. There we go. Alright, so yeah, rendering the switches don't have groundwork from a distance. So there, that's cool, that's cool. Almost came out okay. We could probably change a little bit of the geometry, obviously, get a little bit straighter to itself in there, so we might finesse that inside turn a little bit just to take it out in the bend, but to be honest, I think we got about the smoothest runs through there that we can get. So we have the siding and everything else. This we have coming out at a good angle for the road down, and I think that way we're set to go. So we will probably right over here, I suppose we will look at doing some let's see if we can grab something here. We'll just use the old stuff for now. Let's see. It's kind of the problem with how I grabbed it. That's my own fault. Let me see. Yeah, then we'll go with this. way it does not want to sit down in there, does it? Because of all the stuff. It used to pop up the wood piece. Now it doesn't do that, which used to be much easier to put the thing down. I don't know. Let's see if it'll sit. See, it won't. So that's going to float up in the air. So we're not going to put that there. I'll have to work something out for that, because obviously that's not going to work. We're not going to do that. But we'll definitely get some wood and some water in here in one way or another. I'm sure we can work out a nice flat spot, but I'll get that done when we have some more time. I think that's probably a long enough video for today. So I think with that one, we're going to call it a win. Say thanks for tuning in. Remember, if you get a chance, like, share, subscribe. Subscriptions are free, but they sure do help the channel. Y'all have a great day.